What if the secret to looking younger isn't just in your genes, but in your spirit? Discover why your youthful appearance could be a divine warning, and how to truly honor your age, wisdom, and beauty. We'll dive into powerful truths that go beyond skin deep, with Bible verses that offer guidance and insight for every stage of life. Have you ever wondered why you look younger than your actual age? It's more than just genetics or the latest skincare routine. It could be a divine blessing and a reminder of the gift that youth represents. Many of us chase the idea of eternal youth, seeking out ways to preserve our appearance and hold on to the vitality of our younger years. But in doing so, we often forget the deeper meaning behind the gift of youth. It's not just about looking good on the outside, but about recognizing the vitality God has given us and how we are called to use it. The reality is that youth is fleeting. No matter how much we try to hold on to it, time moves forward and our bodies will naturally change. But this isn't a bad thing. Instead of seeing aging as something to be feared or avoided, we must understand that the true gift lies not in staying forever young, but in how we steward the years that God has given us. Youth represents a season of potential, energy, and growth, but it's only one chapter in a much bigger story. The Bible teaches us that while beauty may fade, the fear of the Lord is something that remains eternal. Proverbs 31:30 reminds us, "Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." In this verse, we are reminded that true beauty is not skin deep. It doesn't rely on youthful looks or the appearance of perfection. Instead, it is rooted in the reverence for God, the humility of spirit, and the strength that comes from faith. When we invest in our relationship with God, we find that the vitality we experience isn't limited to our physical appearance. It affects every part of who we are. Our hearts, minds, and spirits can remain youthful, vibrant, and strong, no matter how many years pass. This divine warning speaks directly to us, urging us to not idolize our physical form. While it's important to care for our bodies and take care of our health, we should never forget that our true worth isn't defined by how young we look. The physical body, no matter how youthful or well-maintained, is temporary. What truly lasts, what truly matters, is the strength of our character, the depth of our wisdom, and the love we show to others. In fact, as we grow older, we should strive to embrace the lessons that come with each new season of life, rather than cling to the fleeting beauty of youth. Moreover, when we focus on our inner growth, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual, we are able to experience a form of youthfulness that doesn't fade with time. This inner vitality is a reflection of God's eternal presence in our lives. It is this kind of youth, the kind that radiates from within, that serves as a testament to His work in us. It's a reminder that God has a purpose for each stage of our lives, and every season offers opportunities for growth, for wisdom, and for joy. So while we may look younger or experience the gift of vitality in our early years, let us not forget that true youthfulness is not measured by the outside world. It's measured by the heart, by the faith we carry, and by the wisdom we accumulate as we walk in the light of God's love. This is the divine warning we must heed, to cherish the gift of youth, not for its external appearance, but for the eternal purpose it serves in our lives. As we delve deeper into understanding why we may look younger than our years, it becomes clear that the true source of our youthful vitality goes beyond genetics or skincare. In fact, it's rooted in something far more significant, the renewal of the spirit. While the body may show signs of age, the spirit can remain eternally vibrant. This internal renewal is a gift from God, and it's the secret to maintaining a sense of youthfulness that doesn't fade with time. It's a divine warning that we must invest in the strength and health of our souls just as much as we do in our physical well-being. Our spiritual lives are meant to flourish, and when we nurture them, we experience a renewal that is beyond the scope of what the world can offer. The Bible tells us that those who place their hope in God will have their strength renewed. In Isaiah 40 verse 31 we read, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." This promise speaks to the essence of our vitality. It tells us that no matter the challenges we face or the years that pass, God's strength can renew us. allowing us to live with the same energy, passion, and determination that we had in our younger years. Renewal of the spirit is not just about maintaining physical energy, though it certainly impacts that too. It's about the emotional and mental rejuvenation that comes from staying connected to God. When we seek Him daily, we find that He strengthens us in ways we never imagined. We gain a sense of purpose that transcends the superficial concerns of aging. As we walk in His light, we are filled with peace, joy, and a sense of hope that keeps us feeling fresh and alive, no matter how much time passes. True youthfulness, therefore, isn't simply a result of avoiding the signs of aging. It comes from actively seeking God and cultivating a relationship with Him. The more we draw close to Him, the more we experience the transformation that keeps our hearts and minds young. It is a spiritual rejuvenation that sustains us through the ups and downs of life. This internal transformation is far more lasting than any external attempt to reverse the clock, and it's something that no amount of time can diminish. The Bible calls us to be renewed in the spirit of our minds, and that renewal happens as we focus on the things that truly matter: our relationship with God, our love for others, and the wisdom we gain through experience. As we grow older, we are given opportunities to deepen our faith, expand our understanding, and experience the kind of joy that comes from trusting in God's plan for our lives. This spiritual growth adds a depth and beauty that no external appearance can match, and it's something that only gets richer with time. In fact, the more we allow our spirits to be renewed, the more we reflect God's glory in our lives. His presence in us is a wellspring of life that cannot be measured by age or physical appearance. Our youthful energy, vitality, and passion come from Him, and as we continue to grow in faith, we continue to experience His refreshing power. This is the divine warning we must heed, that our true vitality lies not in the fleeting youth of our bodies, but in the eternal renewal of our spirits. The more we focus on this renewal, the more we are able to live with the kind of vibrant, lasting energy that defies the limitations of age. While it is natural to focus on the outward appearance and seek ways to maintain youthfulness, it is important to remember that external beauty is deceptive. The world often places a premium on how we look, offering countless ways to fight the natural signs of aging. However, the Bible warns us that external appearances are fleeting and should not be our primary focus. True beauty is not measured by the smoothness of our skin or the absence of wrinkles, but by the character, wisdom, and strength that come from within. In 1 Samuel 16:7, God reminds us that He sees beyond the surface. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him." The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. This verse teaches us that our worth is not defined by our physical form. While society may place value on youth and beauty, God values the condition of our hearts and the integrity of our character. Our spiritual and emotional well-being are what truly matter, and these qualities can make us appear more vibrant, regardless of age. The pursuit of eternal youth through physical means, while not inherently wrong, can become a distraction from what truly sustains us. When we focus too much on our outward appearance, we risk neglecting our inner lives, the very aspects that give us true strength and vitality. True youthfulness comes not from resisting the effects of aging, but from living with purpose and embracing the changes that life brings. As we grow older, our wisdom deepens, and our understanding of God's work in our lives becomes clearer. These internal transformations are far more valuable than any external attempt to preserve youth. The danger lies in allowing our outward appearance to dictate our sense of self-worth. As our bodies age, we may become more vulnerable to feelings of inadequacy or fear of being overlooked by others. Yet, the Bible reassures us that our value is not tied to how we look. When we focus on cultivating a heart that it is aligned with God's will, we radiate an inner beauty that transcends age. Our actions, kindness, wisdom, and faith in God become the true markers of our beauty, and these are qualities that do not fade with time. In addition, the world's obsession with external beauty often leads to unrealistic standards and comparisons. We are bombarded with images of flawless skin and ageless faces, creating pressure to conform to these ideals. However, God calls us to find our value in Him, not in the ever-changing standards of beauty. The beauty that comes from a heart that fears and reveres the Lord is what lasts. Proverbs 31:30 reminds us of this truth. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. When we stop measuring our worth by our appearance and instead focus on developing a deep relationship with God, we experience a beauty that is lasting and eternal. This inner beauty shines through in our actions, attitudes, and how we interact with others. It is a reflection of the love, grace, and wisdom that God pours into us as we walk with Him. Therefore, as we continue to age, let us remember that the physical changes we experience are merely a part of life's natural cycle. While it is natural to want to maintain a youthful appearance, it is far more important to invest in the development of our hearts and minds. When we focus on growing in faith, wisdom, and love, we cultivate a beauty that surpasses any external standard, one that will only grow more radiant with age. As we continue exploring the deeper meaning behind why we look younger or feel more vibrant, it is important to remember that aging is not something to fear, but a natural part of God's design. As we grow older, we gain experiences, wisdom, and strength that are invaluable. The Bible encourages us to embrace the aging process with grace and humility, recognizing that the passage of time is an opportunity to deepen our faith and understanding of God's purpose for our lives. Far from being something to be ashamed of, aging is a process that, when viewed through the lens of faith, becomes a gift rather than a burden. The wisdom that comes with age is something that cannot be bought or artificially created. It is gained through life experiences, challenges overcome, and the lessons learned along the way. Proverbs 16:31 says, "Grey hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained in the way of righteousness." This verse celebrates the honor that comes with growing older. It tells us that the marks of age, whether they are grey hairs, wrinkles, or signs of physical wear, are a reflection of the righteousness we have lived out over the years. They symbolize the lessons we have learned, the faith we have developed, and the perseverance we have shown. These are not signs of weakness, but rather of strength and character that have been built over time. The aging process, when embraced with a heart of gratitude, can become a powerful testament to God's faithfulness in our lives. Each year that passes is an opportunity to draw closer to Him, to reflect on how far we've come, and to prepare for the years ahead. As we age, we are called to live with purpose and to continue growing in wisdom and understanding. The years are not meant to be wasted or feared, but to be used for the glory of God. In fact, the more we age, the more opportunities we have to share our wisdom with others, to mentor and guide the younger generations, and to serve with a heart full of gratitude and love. There is also beauty in the way our relationship with God matures as we grow older. As we experience more of life's challenges, we begin to rely on God more deeply. Our dependence on Him shifts from superficial desires to a sincere, heartfelt trust. With each passing year, we learn more about His faithfulness, and our relationship with Him becomes more profound and intimate. It is through this deeper connection with God that we find the true vitality that transcends age. This inner strength gives us the ability to face the challenges of aging with grace and dignity, knowing that God has a purpose for each stage of our lives. As we grow older, we also gain a deeper understanding of what truly matters in life. The things that once seemed important, appearance, achievements, material possessions, become less significant. What truly matters is the love we share with others, the faith we carry, and the legacy we leave behind. This shift in perspective helps us age gracefully and with joy, knowing that our lives are filled with meaning beyond the surface level. We are reminded in Psalm 92:14, "They will still bear fruit in old age. They will stay fresh and green." This verse assures us that no matter how old we become, we can continue to bear fruit for the kingdom of God. Our age is not a hindrance to our potential, rather it enhances our ability to serve and bear witness to the goodness of God. Even in our later years, we can continue to thrive spiritually, emotionally, and even physically, as we remain rooted in our faith and trust in God's provision. In conclusion, aging is a process that should be embraced with open arms. It is not a sign of decline, but a journey of deepening wisdom, faith, and purpose. As we grow older, we gain the ability to reflect on the goodness of God in our lives, to share our knowledge with others, and to live with a sense of peace and contentment. True vitality comes from within, and it is this inner vitality, nurtured by a relationship with God, that keeps us youthful in heart and spirit, no matter our age. As we come to the final chapter, it is important to understand the divine warning embedded in the idea of looking younger. While looking youthful may seem like a gift, it can also become a source of pride if we are not careful. The world constantly pushes us to chase eternal youth, often associating beauty and success with the preservation of our external appearance. But the Bible cautions us against placing too much emphasis on our physical form, as this can lead us away from what truly matters. The danger of idolizing youth is that it can cause us to forget the deeper purpose of our lives. The focus becomes too much on how we look, rather than how we are living and what kind of people we are becoming. God calls us to humility and a life that is centered on His will, not on trying to defy the natural process of aging. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 10 tells us, "So then, banish anxiety from your heart and cast off the troubles of your body, for youth and vigor are meaningless." This verse serves as a strong reminder that chasing after youth can distract us from more important matters. The time and energy spent on worrying about our appearance or fighting the signs of aging could be better used in nurturing our relationship with God and living out the purpose He has for us. The reality is that youth and beauty are fleeting. Even if we manage to maintain a youthful appearance for a time, they will eventually fade. This is not something to fear, but rather something to accept with grace and wisdom. The true value of life comes not from how we look, but from how we live. When we focus on living in alignment with God's purpose, we find peace and fulfillment that transcends the physical. Our beauty will radiate not from the outside, but from the love, kindness, and wisdom that we share with others. As we age, we are given opportunities to grow, to mature, and to reflect more deeply on the eternal truths of God. Our bodies may change, but our spirits can continue to grow stronger, deeper, and more connected to God. Aging is not a decline. It is a natural progression that leads to greater wisdom, more profound experiences, and a deeper understanding of God's faithfulness. With each passing year, we are called to embrace the opportunities to serve, to teach, and to share the love of God with those around us. Let this be the divine warning. Do not place your identity in the temporary beauty of youth. Instead, invest in your spiritual health, your relationships, and your legacy. The true vitality that we seek is found not in our appearance, but in the strength of our character and the depth of our faith. As we walk through life, we should seek to live out our purpose, embracing every stage of life with grace and humility, knowing that our value is not found in how we look, but in who we are in Christ. In the end, it is not our outward appearance that will be remembered, but the love we have shared, the wisdom we've passed on, and the lives we've touched through the power of God's grace.